Hi guys, it's Ona. Today is Sunday, November 15th. Your energy customer service rep from Chicago. And I'm going to do a reading on this Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. I will tell you what I did with this thing. Um, I've been trying to study astrology. So what I did was I threw a chart for the vaccine based on, and here it is, and some other stuff I drew, when the announcement was made that it was 80% effective. That was on November 9th, 6:45 a.m. And the place of birth, I put Kalamazoo, Michigan, because that's where the vaccine is made. Okay, there are actually two places it's made. Perth, Belgium, I think, and Kalamazoo. So this is the birth chart for the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine. And I did some studying on it and stuff like that. Um, all the stuff I've written down about this vaccine is going to sound kind of like a package insert. I also sent it to all the people in my astrology class so they can take a look at it and see what comes up and as things evolve. So if the chart's not right, because it's not really a birth chart, it's just sort of like when the announcement was made, let me know. Okay? Let me know. We'll do something different. But this is based on November 9th, 6:45 a.m., Kalamazoo, Michigan. Okay? So what I got from the chart so far is the first thing I think that's important is it's going to affect different parts of the population differently. It may be 80% effective in kids, but only 40% effective in elderly. That's going to fluctuate. So it's really going to be hard to say it is 40% effective or 80% effective because I think as stats roll out, and the reason why Pfizer needed kids in their study is because they need to see how it affects the entire lifespan. Okay, people that would be getting this, how many boosters do you need, and all that other stuff. And I already see that in the chart that it looks like it's going to affect different age groups differently. Maybe more effective in one gender. That was from the chart. I'm not sure where I came to that, but I'll look at that. Cannot see any light whatsoever. So it needs to be not only temperature controlled, it needs to be controlled by light also. So when I tried to pull up a picture of the vaccine and I got, you just Google images of the COVID vaccine. Every picture I pulled up and I try to do meditation on and look at either the bottle burst or it just spilled out onto the thing. So those are not pictures of the vaccine. Those are just stock pictures. Um, I couldn't really see anything. But the one photo that I found that I used as a thumbnail had some interesting stuff. So it's going to be it has to be in a dark environment, a dark ampule. You won't see it shining in the light. It has to be protected. It is a powerful genetic success, which is interesting. It's a messenger RNA vaccine. It's going to be the first of its kind because typically with vaccines, you get an actual dose of the virus in the vaccine. You get the vaccine and you get a little bit of the disease to build your immune system. They're attenuated, so they're not like live viruses, but that's how you build immunity against it is by actually getting it. This vaccine is a messenger RNA. So what they were able to do was actually take the genetic code from the virus and make the vaccine with just the genetic code, and they're showing good results with people building immunity against COVID with just the genetic code. So I think it's going to be fewer side effects and symptoms from that. Really, really cool. And it has a very powerful genetic um, upbringing, or, beginning, rise, whatever. Rises to a prominent position, becomes famous, authoritarian. So it looks like the vaccine is going to be pretty interesting. Years of prosperity followed by ruin and destitution. So the years of prosperity, I think, initially when a new product comes out and it does really well, um, other products that will come out later on may do a little bit better. So initially it'll be what we have to deal with, and then later on other things will come out to better control whatever side effects or adverse effects that this vaccine may show. It may be up to a year before we even know what the effects will be, especially on asymptomatic carriers who are spreading this stuff all over the place right now. Okay, they have no symptoms, they don't think they're sick, but they actually are spreading it. Okay, we don't know if it's even going to work on those people. The other thing I want to cover, let's go through what I saw on that vial. I was able to, do my little meditation thing, kind of see what's going on there with that vaccine, and I saw that it has like this green, pale green veil. It's very, it's not stable. Okay, it's not solid. It's just sort of a wispy veil kind of thing. Being able, what part of it was able to penetrate through a cell membrane there, okay, through the cell. Part of it was able to get through, and part of it sort of just floated around and moved away. So that was what I saw from that vial that I used as a thumbnail. I'm going to do some cards on that too, so we'll see what's going on. The other thing I wanted to address before I pull cards on all this was the requirements for this vaccine. It seems like people are getting very excited about it, and maybe not being as cautious as they were a few months ago because they know this is coming out. I don't like what I'm seeing at all. Okay, I don't like what I'm hearing. You've got to just, it's the last stretch. Just try and keep it together for just the last stretch. We can do this, okay? Here are the requirements for the vaccine, okay? It must prevent COVID to a majority of patients. That is what these studies are for. It must prevent it, okay? The second thing, it has to be proven safe with data from thousands of patients before it can be, they can apply for an emergency use authorization. That is when we heard the announcements, was they've got this robust set of data, safety data, and they were able to say, look at what we have. We are now going to apply for emergency use authorization. Okay, that's just the second step. The third step is the consistently manufacturing at a highest quality standards. Our quality standards in the United States and in labs outside of the United States that manufacture drugs for the United States have very, very, very high quality standards. Okay, they're not orphan drugs, they're not black market drugs. So that's a huge thing. It's a big, big step. What they're going to do with this, and it's going to segue into something different. What they're going to do with this is they put a geo tracker on the batches, okay, that will monitor temperature, it'll monitor light, it'll monitor travel, okay, just like a piece of mail, just like something you get from Amazon. They will be able to track the batch to make sure it maintains the quality standards that you know they're pushing out there, right? So the vaccine will have a geo tracker, okay? It will not have a bio tracker in it, okay, to track you when you get the vaccine. Does that make sense? Okay, so if people are picking up on this thing has got a chip in it or it's going to track you, no. Okay, trust me, these companies and the government are not going to invest in a tiny little tracking chip to put in a vaccine to distribute to everybody in the world. Okay, the batches have trackers. That is for quality monitoring. People are not going to be bio-tracked. Okay, I know you guys don't believe that bio-tracking stuff, but just in case you hear about that, okay, dismiss it. All right. So they consistently manufacture at highest quality standards. This vaccine requires refrigeration below 94 degrees Fahrenheit, and all the sub-zero, below zero freezers for hospitals are on back order. So the wheels are turning, okay? They're in motion to get this thing distributed as they apply for emergency authorization. If you have followed me up to this point, you drank your coffee this morning. If not, I will try and timestamp it so you could just roll right into the chakras. I'm going to pull a chakra set. I'm going to pull a set of chakras on a vaccine, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only. We're kind of quarantined. I'm going to do this, all right? Chakra set on the vaccine. I want to tell you the song. I'm using the Antique Anatomy deck. The song that came into my head when all this started. I'm going to pull the chart and thinking about this virus, okay? Bohemian Rhapsody. Like the virus was singing Bohemian Rhapsody to me. And if you look at the words in the song, it's about ready to lose its poop. Okay? So I think things are looking good. All right. Let's see. So this is a chakras on, let's see, about 14 minutes into it. I'll remember to say that in the description. Chakras on the vaccine. I know. Okay. Root chakra, ace of blades. In this deck, the swords are called blades, and it's brand new. This is something new. This is new at the roots. Okay, and it is a brand new mRNA vaccine. It's different than anything else. I hope this freaking works. Okay. In the sacral area, we've got the 5 of blades. So, and if I were doing a health reading, this is something that saying that you're making some bad food choices. So whatever it's being fed is messing it up. Okay? All right. Ego, very wise. Okay? And its will, what it's going to put out there, this is the vaccine. I know. The magician. See? All right. So this is the solar plexus. What it's putting out there is sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it is not. I need to make sure everybody knows, when they ask you, have you had a fever within the last 24 to 48 hours before you get a vaccine, this vaccine will make a difference. I don't think it would be as effective if you have had a fever within 48 hours of getting this vaccine. The hearts. Ooh, 6 of cups. Okay. 6 of cups. So that's in the heart. So that's in health, that would be the way to eliminate. Okay. So its heart is sort of wishy-washy. Okay. Throat. Quick moving chariots. Okay. Look at that for the throat, right? This is the inner voice, the outer voice, the inner voice of this vaccine. Actually, that's the inner voice. This would be the outer voice. You know what? This is promising. That is the Ace of Pentacles. It is about taking a supplement, starting something new, a new diet. It's brand new. Left brain, 9 of Pentacles. That's freedom. Okay. Also, it means it's slow. It takes a long time, okay? Right brain, King of Swords. It cuts it right off. The vaccine will cut it right off at its central nervous system. An outcome, strength. Leo, Lion, Summer, okay? So as far as mass distribution is going to be concerned, it's going to be staggered. It's strong. This is a strength card for what's coming up all up here and coming down. The crown chakra. I am cautiously hopeful, right? That's good. Okay. So as far as that goes, this is for entertainment purposes only and based on my, intuitive and synesthetic impressions and tarot cards and anything else I'm using to mancy around here. That is pretty much it with the vaccine. It's going to take a while, probably, I would say at least a year before anybody can really sort of feel comfortable with being around anybody. I don't know. That's going to be a whole nother segment and another thing about how we're going to recover from this psychologically. Okay. So that's it. Keep wearing your masks, you guys. I don't have to tell you, this is a law of nature, right? The virus is a law of nature. So if you have to explain it to somebody, explain it like this. If you are warned that there is a hurricane or a tornado or a truck backing up, if it is a natural disaster, you prepare yourself for it. You don't run outside and say, wait a second, tornado, my daughter's turning 16 and she wants to have a party, okay? You have to adjust. And by now, I hope a lot of people have adjusted, but I see some people have not. Adjust. It's a law of nature. You can't negotiate the boundaries. I love you guys so much. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Love ya.